Hiya, so you want to make the egg fried rice after seeing this video.
There's quite a lot of starch in it, which will make it a bit gloopy when you're stir frying it.
Don't worry, in today's video, we learn how to make the proper egg fried rice. So, the thing about fried rice is that despite being a general fridge magnet, there are certain hallmark must-haves for it to be good. That being properly cooked rice and properly cooked eggs. That means definitely no rinsing your rice under water once it's been cooked. With that out of the way, let's begin cooking. Begin by soaking 20 grams of dried shiitake mushrooms. All you have to do is to pour boiling or hot water over them and let them rehydrate for at least an hour. You can either buy them or dehydrate your own mushrooms. If you want to know how to do that, I'll link it in the description. Next, cook your rice if you aren't using leftovers. For this recipe, we'll be using 350 grams of cooked rice. I usually cook my rice on a stovetop as I feel it gives you overall better texture. I won't be going over how to do this in this video, so use a rice cooker if you have to. Also, I'm using short grain rice because I feel it gives the dish better body and overall texture, but feel free to use jasmine rice if you want. Leftover rice tends to be better for fried rice as it holds its shape better and tends to absorb any additional liquids in the pan. If you're cooking your rice fresh like me, then just spread it on a few trays after it's done cooking, pop them in the fridge for about 30 minutes and let it dry out. Dice up an onion as well as your shiitake mushrooms. You don't have to go too fine as some texture is good. Some people like to add carrots as well as frozen peas, but personally I'm not a huge fan. Next, slice some spring onions. If you can't find these, then just use chives. Once you're done chopping up your vegetables, move on to the meats. Roughly chop 40 grams of lapchong or Chinese sausage, as well as 100 grams of pork belly. If you don't have access to these, then either use regular sausages or bacon or even luncheon meat. Just know that the flavor will change depending on the meat used. Finally, crack 2 eggs into a bowl and beat it. With all your ingredients ready, we can begin cooking. Place a pan over medium-high heat and fry off the meats. What we're aiming for is to render out some of the fats while cooking the pork. Once that's done, remove the meats from the pan, leaving the oil. Toss in your onions and mushrooms and sweat them off for about 2 to 3 minutes. Remember to season with a little bit of salt and pepper. But wait, should you add garlic? Well, I don't know. Are you making garlic fried rice? Do you like garlic? Do you even have garlic at home? If you said yes to any of these questions, then just feel free to add it in if you want. If not, then leave it out. Once that's done, remove it from the pan. Pour in a little bit more oil and pour in your eggs. Now, many people tend to overcook their eggs and turn it into a gritty dry mess before removing it from the pan. The reason why is beyond me. Now, give your eggs a few seconds to bloom before pouring in your rice. By ensuring your eggs are not fully cooked, it allows it to adhere to the rice a little bit better. Using a spatula, break up any clumps and give it a good mix as the rice heats up. Next, return the rest of the ingredients back into the pan and ensure everything is well mixed. Finally, add about 6 grams of light soy sauce, oyster sauce and sesame oil. Personally, I prefer adding the soy sauce around the edge of the pan as it allows it to caramelize before being mixed in. Also, please go easy on the sesame oil. It's meant to perfume the dish, not to conduct a hostile takeover. The same can be said for truffle oil, but that's for another video. Lastly, toss in a handful of spring onions. I know some people really dislike the taste, so if you don't like it, then just leave it out. Give everything a good mix, taste for seasoning, and you're pretty much done. You can pack the rice into a bowl like this and plonk it on a plate to create a nice dome. Top it off with a fried egg because it's egg fried rice and an extra egg kind of helps bring home the fact. When you're emotionally ready, proceed to dig into your freshly cooked bowl or plate of fried rice and enjoy. And there you have it, how to make a decent plate of egg fried rice. The great thing about fried rice, much like yakisoba, is that you can toss almost anything into it and is great for using leftovers in general. As long as you cook your rice properly and don't massacre your eggs, then you're pretty much good to go. But that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, remember to like and subscribe and to share the video. Also, let me know in the comments down below what other recipes you like to learn or what other dishes you like to see. But for now, I'll say thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all in the next video.